Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion. And real quick, just wanted to share this article with you brothers. And it's pretty much saying what I believed anyway, which I believe that there's going to be a second wave of this COVID-19. You know, E has that saying amongst himself, and we all heard this before. Never let a good crisis go to waste. You know, and seeing that it's the summer months and everyone's outside, you know, that gives E a gateway to basically say, look, you know, here's the second wave of COVID. You know, or it could be another disease, you know, or a virus. Anyway, it says the next pandemic is coming, and sooner than we think, thanks to changes to the environment. So E is going to try to blame the environment, you know, instead of himself, because he's really the problem on the planet. You know, Esau Edom is really the cancer on the earth. Okay, the scriptures say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It says scientists warn the conditions for the next pandemic are already in place. As a researcher who studies communicable diseases, Simon Reed has plenty to ponder right now. Speaking over the phone from Queensland with the sound of birds squawking in the background, Dr. Reed says the first half of 2020 has been surreal. Right, because the Lord is really because Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has his hands in the earth. All right. It says a virus leaped out of the contagion models he has studied for years and into everyday life in the form of a global pandemic. He is also frustrated that the work of his colleagues has mostly been ignored. For years, communicable disease experts have been warning of exactly this scenario. There's definitely a sense that you were warned, and we had a couple of dry runs of this. Dr. Reed, an associate professor of the University of Queensland, says we had SARS coronavirus in 2003 that was like a warning shot from the wildlife. There's too many surprises in what's happening. This is Basics Infectious Diseases 101. Next pandemic is a probability, not a possibility. At the time of writing, COVID-19 has effects. Salakia, at the time of writing, COVID-19 has affected nearly 5 million people globally, killing more than 300,000. And when you really think about it, that's not a lot of people. All right, there's almost, I believe, 8 billion people on the planet. Okay, and 300,000 is not even close to 1% of that. It's not even close to 1%. Okay, it's not even really close to 0.5%, man. So it's not a lot of people that's dying from COVID-19 the way E is propping it, you know, pushing it to be. It says, let's go down. It says governments are having to chart a path between more deaths and one of the worst recessions in history. Meanwhile, World Health Organization officials say that the virus may be with us forever. Although it seems like a freak biological phenom, a so-called black swan event. Yeah, you got people out here about to crash, man, right in front of me. A black swan event, the emergence and spread of coronavirus is anything but. In fact, warnings of a pandemic eerily similar to SARS-CoV-2 appear in published research and reports spanning multiple decades. The leader of the U.S. government's Ebola response warned in 2016 a serious pandemic from an airborne infectious disease was a question of when, not if. because he knows that, you know, he's gonna put these diseases in the air, man. Or if there is a disease, because the people are walking in fear right now, you know. So there may not even be a damn coronavirus. Okay, here it is. You had different I think it was the mayor or the governor, I believe he might have been from Minnesota, don't quote me on that, look it up, but he said that he was trained to change death certificates. So people that were dying from different things, they were saying that it was COVID. So these devils, man, you know, they're working their wickedness in the earth. All right. And the scriptures say, this is 2nd Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what the Lord is bringing, man. He's bringing the famine, death, destruction, and the sword. And the sword can be in the form of a virus. The sword can be in the form of many things. A virus, a plague, a disease. Okay, anything that kills can be the form of a sword. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And that's what happened during this COVID situation. You people were forced to stay in your houses, and that was the spirit of the Lord putting that wickedness to a standstill. You hoes couldn't go out and be wicked. You niggas, you know, that's usually standing on the corner all day, guess what? You got to be in the house, man. And some of y'all still was out there. But the Lord was putting that wickedness to a standstill. Some of you Jakes needed to sit the hell down, man. The Lord said, for wickedness having exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. So it pretty much goes into you know, these different infectious diseases, and it says the roulette wheel will start to spin again. So people are waiting for things to go back to normal, but guess what? It might, you know, a second wave could hit, man, and there'll be a more forceful lockdown. Okay, and then you might just have the military rolling down the street every day, distributing vaccines. So things are gonna get more serious, man. You know. With that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. The Lord willing, this was edifying. To the next lesson, I say shalom.